morning everyone, and welcome back to Red Earth Adventures. So in this episode I am on a hike today around Paruna Wildlife Sanctuary. It's probably around 50 minutes from my place. I've been here before. It's an incredibly beautiful area, and just look at this. Wait till we get out into the space. Look at all that. There's more to come, there's more to see. But in this episode, I'm going to be talking a bit about myself, what Red Earth Adventures is about, do some photography. Hopefully we'll get some pictures of, I don't know, some natural wildlife. I know that there's a few kangaroos around here. Definitely know that there's some red tail. I need to find out the name of the bird, to be honest, because I'm obviously not Australian, I'm Irish. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be talking a bit about myself, what to expect and what's to come. So yeah. So, what is Red Earth Adventures? Red Earth Adventures is a channel obviously run by me. Who else? Basically showing my adventures and my time here in Australia. All my life I have been captivated by adventure, the outdoors, and just a need to go and explore. And I think Australia is the place that's more suited for that than anyone else or anywhere else. Back home in Ireland, I'm from a place in Kilkenny in the southeast of the country. Back home, what I used to do is go off hunting and fishing. I had a rooftop tent on my 4x4 and I used to go off exploring. I intend to do that right here, but on a much bigger scale. Australia is massive, it's huge, you could fit 3/4 of Europe inside Australia. Like, it's phenomenal. The distances compared to back home to get somewhere, you could be talking hours, maybe days to go drive. The wildlife is completely different. We have snakes, spiders, saltwater crocodiles up north, an array of different fish species, sharks, the whole lot, which makes it a lot more interesting and a lot more dangerous. I haven't yet had the courage to go spearfishing, but I definitely will be doing that when the weather starts getting a bit finer. For now, just going to be doing a bit of exploring, some hiking, possibly some beach fishing, definitely camping, and of course we'll bring the cameras. Photography to me it's an awesome pastime. It allows you to capture moments in time, memories. That's what life is all about. So yeah, That's what Red Earth Adventures is. So stay tuned. All these little winding little tracks all around the place. No idea what that is. I don't know. A feeding station? A feeding station for some native creature. It's not a trap anyway. Or a release pen. Possibly a release pen. In Australia, they have so much respect for the native species, and they do their utmost best to try and preserve that. All around Western Australia, what I've seen is just copious amounts of national parks where they preserve wildlife and green areas as much as possible. And they pump millions upon millions, possibly even billions, into maintenance and whatever, which is awesome. Which means that you can literally drive 5 minutes and you're in a national park. It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing, actually. I should talk about Paruna, actually. Paruna was one of the first hikes that I went for last year when I first came into Australia. And costs $11 to enter, and all that money goes to the maintenance of the sanctuary itself. It's incredibly well maintained. There's not a single piece of litter around the place, which I find astonishing, really, because the Australians love keeping things, especially their green areas, as pristine as possible. Not saying that Irish people don't, but the majority of Irish people will take out their own litter, but some of them don't, and it probably is the same here regarding litter. So yeah, I'm just looking at all these trees here. I know very little, and I'm only now starting to try and get to terms with the different names of the trees, the shrubs, the plants, reptiles, animals. There's a lot to learn,
But that's the joy of entering new areas, is it humbles you. It humbles you and it forces you to step out of your comfort zone and learn things. Learn new things. Well, that's what life's all about, really. Just look at that. All these grass trees. Loads of them. I'm sure there's different shrubs here that have medicinal uses, and look at the Aboriginal people. They've lived here for hundreds and thousands of years. I don't know what the exact length of time they were here, or they have been here, but they literally thrived off this land. Whereas we have 4 seasons, they have several. I don't know their names, but I'll find out and I'll put them on screen. But it's incredible how they actually survived, and I love all that stuff. I love how different First Nations, we'll call them First Nations, how in different parts of the world they worked with nature, not against nature, to forge out a living and forged out a life that allowed them to thrive in areas where we think it's impossible to. Love all that. I love the opportunity or the chance to go live with them, to go see it firsthand. That would be cool, and that's something that I am going to do eventually, because I ain't getting any younger. This tree right here, get a decent enough picture of it. It's called the grass tree. Other name for it is black boy, and the Noongar name, which is the Aboriginal area of the southwest of Australia, it's called balga. It's a pretty cool tree. It's incredibly slow growing. A tree this size can be in excess of 600 years old, which is quite incredible. Its uses though are pretty cool. You can see all this hard black resin. That resin can be used as a natural pigment for furniture stain. What you do is you harvest it. Only harvest it from dead trees, don't take it from living trees, because that's like a scab that we have on our bodies. It protects ourselves from bacteria and infection. It's exactly what resin does for a tree. So only harvest it from trees that are dead and on the ground. What you do is you harvest enough of that, maybe a handful, and you grind it up into a fine powder and add it to white spirits. Mix that up and you have your own natural pigmented furniture stain. It's pretty cool. I have some in my bag. I'm probably going to do some later on and you're going to see that. So yeah, grass tree, black boy, balga, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty cool tree. Just a few kangaroos up here. It's strange how things kind of work out. I was thinking about kangaroos up here because I did see them last time. There they are. The universe is working with me for a change. Let's see if I can capture them on camera. Now I know the microphone on this camera is dirt. This is what you see. This is what I see through my viewfinder. I've captured the photo just of this track going all the way up along. So hopefully coming up you'll be able to see it. There's a lot to say or a lot to take from being able to get out and go for a walk in nature. It's incredibly rewarding, it's humbling, and it clears the head. It allows you to connect with the earth, connect with nature, connect with everything living. Something I believe that we do take for granted immensely is the fact that we are all part of this. We are all part of this absolutely crazy world. And we need to get out more, we need to cherish it more. We need to stop getting tied up with all this AI technology stuff and just reconnect, get back to our roots. We are human, we are part of this incredible world. And even as I speak, I'm talking on a GoPro, I'm talking on technology. So I suppose that's hypocritical of me to say. Sometimes I like to go off without technology. Sometimes I have been in areas, been down in Dwelling Up, which is down south from where I live, looking up at the stars at night, looking up at the Milky Way. And I had the big camera, and I chose not to take photos simply because I wanted to be part. I wanted to take in all that moment. It's good for your head as well. I know some parts of our lives can be chaotic. They can seem that nothing's working out and we can get down, you know, you can lose your job, relationships fail, things go just pear-shaped. But stepping out into nature does helps dramatically. Just get out and enjoy it. Get out. Go on an adventure somewhere. It's what life's about. It's one big adventure. I just spotted this just from the path. This is the resin that I was talking about. You can see it just comes out in kind of bulbous kind of lumps. It would be ideal for me now if I was wanting to harvest some of this to make natural pigmented furniture dye, furniture stain. But this is a living tree, and as I said, it's like a scab on us. It helps protect the tree. So only harvest this on or off of a dead tree, or a tree that's after falling down and living its life. It's all over the place. Pretty cool. Look at that hair, look. Hair needs a cut. Folks, thanks very much for tuning in to my new channel, and I hope you enjoyed some of the little knowledge that I have of Australian bush and plants and whatever. But yeah, plenty more adventures to come. Red Earth Adventures. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of the camera gear that I use, if you want to see more of the edits that I do on my photographs. Please comment, interact with me. I'll follow up as soon as I can. More stuff to come, more camping adventures, more fishing adventures, more spearfishing adventures. Hopefully we'll get to meet new people along the way and enjoy this incredible continent that I now call home. So thanks very much, guys. Like, subscribe, follow, drop me a message, interact, whatever. Thanks very much.